The Angels and Braves have made a deal. MLB.com, the first to report that Atlanta traded shortstop Andrelton Simmons to the Angels in exchange for shortstop Eric Ibar, a couple of pitching prospects, and $3 million in the trade. Now, the prospects are two of the best for the Angels, pitchers Sean Newcomb and Sean Ellis, or Chris Ellis, that is. Again, the Braves traded shortstop Andrelton Simmons to the L.A. Angels. The attorney for former escort Katina Powell says his client will speak with NCAA investigators about the sex scandal surrounding the Louisville men's basketball program. That meeting will take place next week. Tonight in the NFL, Bills and Jets start Week 10 at 8:25 Eastern Time. Jets are 5-3. Bills are 4-4. Rams corner LaMarcus Joyner fined more than $23,000 for his hit on Vikings quarterback Teddy Bridgewater in Week 9. I'm Dan Byer.
We are Fox Sports! From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
Traveling in Kenner, we've got an accident just cleared from the roadway, I-10 west at Williams Boulevard. Heavy traffic starts at Carrollton as you make your way from the CBD out toward Metairie. Traffic is also still heavy near Carrollton on the Riverbound Expressway. Heading toward the West Bank bound Crescent City connection. Traffic is backing up near Terry Parkway, coming toward the East Bank, and looking slow on I-610 eastbound near Paris Avenue, approaching the high rise. I'm Lisa Baque. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NF.
This report is brought to you by Sinatra 100, an all-star Grammy concert. Sinatra 100, an all-star Grammy concert coming December 6th. Don't miss this 2-hour special with performances from John Legend, Adam Levine, Carrie Underwood, Usher, and more. Celebrate the 100th centennial of Frank Sinatra with a star-filled concert. Sunday, December 6th, 9 p.m. on CBS.
Tonight, going to be a cool night. 40s on the North Shore, lower 50s south. And the good news for the weekend, getting into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, no mention of rain. Highs only in the low to mid-60s, overnight lows in the 40s. So a beautiful fall-like weekend is coming as we do see the temperatures falling as we speak. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz with your Weather Authority forecast.
This is Fox Sports Daybreak with Andy Furman and Mike North.
CBS has announced this yesterday, the pylon cam. CBS says they're going to use 4 custom-molded pylons. So much for the so-called stadium experience. To me, I'm going to put my fat ass on the couch because now with the pylon camera and everything else and replays, it's better on TV. HD, are you kidding me? It's better.
Fox Sports Daybreak.
Don't miss this.
Mornings 5 to 8. Fox Sports 1280.
Disney Live presents 3 classic fairy tales, presented by Yo Kids Organic Yogurt. See the princesses you love come to life. Join Snow White on an exciting journey through the enchanted forest. Follow Belle into a thrilling adventure with the Beast. And be amazed as Cinderella transforms into a dazzling princess. See this stunning stage show in your hometown.
Playing December 10th and 11th at Lakefront Arena in New Orleans and December 17th at Homa Terrebonne Civic Center. Get tickets for your family today at Ticketmaster.com.
When I think of America, I think of the words innovative, strong, smart. You know what word I don't think of? Hunger. And that's a problem because 1 in 6 Americans will face hunger this year. The problem is invisible, but we have the power to change that. Empty stomachs require loud mouths. So let's get loud. Go to greatnationseat.org and add your name to the growing list of Americans who demand that we do better. America can't be great on an empty stomach. So let's unite and fight. Visit greatnationseat.org.
Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby & Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby & Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Resistance is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. Broadcasting from the TubbyandCoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Good afternoon, New Orleans. This is the Week in Geek. I'm your host, David D. Squared de Corbier with
Brian Held.
All right, Brian, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I am doing fan-freaking-tastic. I'm starting to get carpal tunnel already, man.
Oh, dude, tell me about it, man.
It's brutal. You know, we can actually start off with a little bit of, what do you call it, Brian? What is it? Good news, bad news. You know, so I got some good news, Brian.
Good news, everyone.
Divorce lawyers have had a huge increase in business, Brian.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
Bad news, everyone.
The lawyers are citing Fallout 4 as the primary reason. So, yeah, you know. And also, you know, as always, you know, we strongly urge people to check out our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Now, speaking of our Facebook page, there was a little video we put up there.
Good news, everyone.
There's a cute little video of a baby, Brian, and she's singing the Imperial Star Wars Imperial March in her crib.
I saw that.
Bad news, everyone. Bad news, everyone.
Yeah, the bad news is the video ends with her force choking her parents, you know, right before snack time because she wants more cookies. So, yeah, there we go. And as always, we strongly urge you to follow us on Twitter at TWIG Radio or check out our website at twigradio.com. Now, Brian, how can people listen to this fantastic show?
So, of course, you can listen to us live on iHeartRadio, and you can always check us out at Spreaker. That's Spreaker.com. on the net, and you can download the Spreaker app for your smartphone or tablet. All of our archives are there, and it's a great way to listen again.
You know what? All I can say is holy crap. Last week's show was phenomenal, and the numbers were just staggering.
They're still growing.
Are they?
Yeah,
People
yeah.
still listening to that?
Yes, they are. I'll check here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, all right, Brian, now...
So, real quick,
yes.
I wanted to tell you... what I was going to do is, for those who don't know, we have show notes, right? We collect our notes that we're going to put together for the show, and I was going to take the spreadsheet that we normally use and hide it from you as an extra sheet, and then put the actual sheet and just put Fallout 4, Fallout 4, Fallout 4.
That wouldn't have been too hard to do. We probably could have done an entire show just on Fallout.
Well, true, but then Mike said, you know, that I should just record my voice going, "Yes, Dave," or "Tell me more, Skungy," or just little clips that you could hotkey because I wasn't going to be here.
Brian, yeah.
Right.
Where is Brian? He's playing Fallout 4.
I've only gotten 6 hours in.
Yeah, I'm only got about I'm about 6 hours too. So you know what? But speaking of video games, without much further ado, let's bring on our boy Skungy and his pick of the week.
I am not what you would call a handsome man.
Skungy's Pick of the Week is brought to you by Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Skungy's Pick of the Week.
He might be an idiot savant.
Woohoo! All right, Skungy, what's shaking bacon?
Just hold on. I got to save. Hold on. I got to save. All right, I'm good.
Hey, I like that new quick save feature they got in there.
Yeah, I know. It's so nice. So,
well, I guess,
obviously, I wonder what we're talking about today.
I don't know. I'm thinking we're probably going to talk about Fallout 4.
Maybe, yes. Considering that I almost forgot about the show because I've been playing Fallout 4.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so, Skungy, what do you think about Fallout 4?
Well, right now, I mean, I can't say anything, but I love it. I absolutely love it. They took away some stuff that didn't necessarily need, and the crafting system I've spent more time crafting than I've done anything else in the game.
I've spent so much time trying to mess with my settlement that I can't get anywhere, right?
Yeah, I've been stuck in Sanctuary myself. I went and rescued the people in Concord, but now I'm stuck in there trying to figure out what the hell to do because I don't know how to grow.
Well, okay, so that's easy. You just need to pick food. You pick the food that they grow, that they have there growing already, and then you replant it.
Yeah, I did that, but it's not enough. You got to.
Yeah, it's not.
Right. There was the melons, you right?
Yeah, right. Everybody's got melons. Melons.
Shut up.
I mean, the whole thing is you just got to scavenge. I mean, you got to scavenge everything. But the cool part about this Fallout, as opposed to the old Fallouts, is that everything has a purpose. Every piece of junk that you pick up will be used for something in the game.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point because, I mean, I used to just pick up all the crap in every place you'd go, but you really had no use for it, like the Hot Wheels cars or a hot plate. Or just any of that kind of stuff. You just kept it in your inventory for no reason whatsoever. But you could sell it.
In New Vegas, they did have a junk gun.
Yes,
right,
yes.
That you could build.
But you could also kind of sell it to get more caps because, I mean, I think I have a grand total of 80 caps right now.
Right.
But because of crafting and everything, you don't need to use caps as much as you did in the past.
Well, yeah, I guess you do have a point because you can build all the stuff, all the mods and stuff. Actually, I've already leveled up. I think I'm level 4 now, and I've only used 2 of my upgrades because I don't know what to do with them. I'm scared to spend the points. I mean, what do you suggest about people who want how to build a character? Is there some way? Is there someone out there who knows what we should do? Is that
There's
you?
no perfect way to start a character. It's what kind of play style you want to do. I mean, if you want to be a heavy modder, you want to craft stuff, there are a couple of perks that you're going to want to get that give you a higher level of being able to craft. But you might not be able to use some of the physical attributes as much.
Right.
Or, some of the VATS action points. You might have to, sacrifice those. So it's kind of a checks and balance.
But there's 2 skills that you can get early on that can help you greatly, and that's the scavenger skill, which allows you to find ammo, right? Because that can be scarce. And then there's one that allows you to find extra bottle caps.
Can you build ammo?
You could in New Vegas. Can you do it here Skungy?
I haven't actually gotten to the part of I've modded my weapons and everything, but I haven't really had a problem with ammunition.
Well, I ran out of bullets for the minigun and the rifle.
Yeah.
Like the 38, I think is
what
it uses.
I ran out of 10 millimeter early on because I walked up to this clutch of eggs and I grabbed it knowing better, and friggin' these Mirelurks jumped out and it almost ate me. So
Fallout stories.
I'm sorry. Weapon scarcity does not put into account of stupidity.
Hey, now.
Yeah, well, So, I mean, I like the way the point system works, how they have a nice little chart, a flow chart, if you will, so that you can kind of have an idea of what, the future holds. Before, it was just kind of like they'd have the prerequisites just kind of listed there. Now, at least, they got a new fancy little flow chart. I mean, is there anything bad we can say about the game at this moment? I mean, we're obviously all gushing over it. Is there anything we should warn people about?
I mean, you're going to have your traditional Bethesda bugs. Bethesda is famous for, dog meat has a tendency of either flying or being in the floor.
Yeah. And I had a bug where my gun disappeared. It was still there. It was still in my hands. I could shoot it, but it was gone. Visually, I couldn't see it. So
that's about really the only bad thing that Bethesda that they have with their games, and that's a known problem. But it doesn't mar the experience at all. And anybody who's like saying, "Oh, frame rate drops," or this disappears and everything like that, they're just trying to find a reason to find something wrong with the game.
Yeah, no, I think so far the bugs, the few bugs that I've seen have been minor as compared. I mean, Fallout 3 is in some instances unplayable, right?
Right.
At this point. And I mean, it had to do with a number of things about the combination of the Windows Live, for logging in addition to just bugs as a whole. I mean, you had to save every,
Are you
minute.
talking about PC problems?
I'm sure.
No, it was problem with Xbox and PlayStation 3 as well.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't believe that. There's never a problem with a console. Glitch-free gaming. That's my motto.
Yeah, right.
All right, so let's let everybody know how much it costs and if it's worth it.
It is $59.99 for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. It is. There's also a season pass available. Now that's what is that for? And I'll say this about it: traditionally, Bethesda's add-on material are better than some people's entire game.
Yeah, agreed.
Really?
Especially for New Vegas. Oh my God, the DLC for New Vegas was incredible. It added so much depth to the story.
I didn't even finish New Vegas. There was so much to do. I didn't even finish New Vegas.
Apparently, you're a slacker, Dave.
And it's also something I should add about that is that the story, unlike with Fallout 3, the game does not end when you finish the last story mission. The game constantly goes on. There are constantly extra missions you can do. There is no level cap.
Ooh, I like that.
And when you get this DLC, that DLC will add on to that story. There's a good thing about the level cap because now with your perks, most of your perks, you level up the perks as well as your attributes.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know what to do about that. So there is no level cap, so you can keep getting points and keep raising everything.
Yes.
So completists will end up trying to just max out every skill they have.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, Skungy. Well, thank you as always, and I guess next week we'll probably talk about Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh yes, it's only a couple of days away.
I know. I'm excited about that too. I'm basically going to wave bye-bye to my family and children. I'll never see them again, and if they do see me, I'll be like, "Don't talk, Daddy kill, Daddy kill, no talk." All right, Skungy.
Fighting for the Empire right now.
Yes. All right, Skungy. We'll talk to you again next week, buddy.
All right, talk to y'all then.
All right, Brian. So what do you want? We have a caller on the line, but it's actually not a caller. I believe it's our guest.
Yes.
So, all right, who is our guest so we can go to break?
Our guest is Louis Dialbin with the Consortium of Genius and also the Confabulation of Gentry. And they have a new album that's coming out soon, and he wants to talk about it.
Awesome. All right, guys, you are listening to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280, coming to you live from the TubbyandCoos.com studio, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, time saver
We've got
traffic.
an accident in the Metairie Road on-ramp to I-10 West, and we're seeing heavy traffic from Carrollton all the way out toward Williams Boulevard in Kenner. If you're traveling on the West Bank, watch for an accident with injury, Bell Chase Highway at Lapalco. Also a crash on Barataria at Lafitte LaRose Highway. And it's still slow moving coming in from Metairie to the CBD on the Riverbound Expressway. Delays back to Metairie Road. I'm Lisa Baquet. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
This report is brought to you by Target Red Card.
At Target, your debit and credit red card is like the gift that keeps on giving, as in 5% off your holiday wish list on every shopping trip. So let the stocking stuffing begin. Brought to you by Target Red Card. Some restrictions apply. See program rules in store or at target.com for details.
This report is brought to you by People's Health.
Tonight, going to be a cool night. 40s on the North Shore, lower 50s south. And the good news for the weekend, getting into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, no mention of rain. Highs only in the low to mid-60s, overnight lows in the 40s. So a beautiful fall-like weekend is coming as we do see the temperatures falling as we speak. From the Fox 8 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Bruce Katz with your Weather Authority forecast.
Are you confused about Medicare? People's Health makes Medicare easy with Medicare Advantage plans that offer more benefits than original Medicare. Call People's Health from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. 7 days a week. 1-800-978-6603.
You love music.
I love music.
But not one genre.
1,000.
You can't be defined by one artist.
Nope.
Well, with iHeartRadio's My Favorites Radio, you now have a station that collects all your favorite music in one place. Anything you thumb up is added. So if you like rock and roll, followed by yodeling, do you, big man. It's all free.
Thank God.
Download our iHeartRadio app today or listen online at iHeartRadio.com.
It's Macy's Holiday Kickoff Sale with 25 to 50% savings store-wide.
plus an extra 20 or 15% off with your Macy's card or Savings Pass. Get cashmere sweaters for her, $79.99. Men's designer overcoats, now 60% off. Gianni Bernini leather handbags and wallets, 40% off. And 3-piece comforter sets, only $39.99. Right now at Macy's Holiday Kickoff Sale. Savings off sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Maybon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
This is the Week in Geek.
Hail to the king, baby.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Broadcasting from the tubbyandcoos.com studios, here's David and Brian.
Well, that's just what we call pillow talk, baby.
That is what we call pillow talk, Brian.
That's ridiculous.
Welcome back to the tubbyandcoos.com studios. This is the Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280. I'm David D. Squared to Corbier with
Brian Held.
Brian, we need a something like local celebrity Brian Held. There we go. So, you know what? Never mind. We'll get to that later.
All right.
So you know what? We have a guest on the line.
We do.
I'm scared to go to this guest because we had him on the show before, and he terrifies me so. Because I don't know if it's going to be Lewis or his alter ego. Please be Lewis. Please be Lewis. Lewis, are you there?
Hey, what's up?
Oh, God, it's Lewis. Yay!
What are you talking about?
You are crazy, sir.
No, I'm not. I'm the only sane one here.
Are you alone in a room somewhere?
How'd you know? You're psychic or something.
So, hey, Lewis. So Lewis is with I was incorrect earlier, the New Orleans Steamcog Orchestra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And also Consortium of Genius, right? You work with those guys too, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of their flunky roadie type. I do all the jobs that nobody else wants to do.
Oh, yeah.
Like the lead singer?
Oh!
I don't do the lead singer. What do you think? I'm crazy or something? That guy's dangerous. No.
So
I'm basically, I do all the jobs that nobody else wants to do, the programming, the lighting, of building various props and things.
Yeah, no, and he does a fantastic job too. Right? Yeah. So you have some really cool news. The New Orleans Steamcog Orchestra has a new album out, right?
Yes. Yeah. After 2 years of effort, we've finally got the debut album ready to go for the New Orleans Steamcog Orchestra. I think anybody who went to Time Fest this year and saw the Steamcog Orchestra, or went to Contraflow and saw the Steamcog Orchestra perform there, got a little taste of what we've got in store next Friday. The album is a distillation of all that, so you can actually listen to us at home and stuff.
So what do we have in store? What kind of music is it?
Oh, well, basically it's what New Orleans calls steampunk. It's going to be a combination of jazz and ragtime and more modern swing sounds too. Like we're going to be doing some Squirrel Nut Zippers. We're going to be doing They Might Be Giants, Istanbul, Not Constantinople.
Nice.
We've got some stuff from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and of course we've got our own music too. So the album is about 50-50. It's 50% classics and it's 50% originals.
Okay, well that's cool. So where's this party going to be at?
Well, this is is going to be over at Cafe Istanbul on St. Claude. It's 2372 St. Claude at a building called the Healing Center.
Okay.
And it's this nice little theater they've got in the back. This is going to be an all-ages show, and it's early. We listened to your pleas, and everybody can't stay up super late, so we're doing this one early at 7 o'clock, 7 till 9.
And that's on Friday the 20th, right?
That's right. It's next Friday.
Okay. Well, cool. And, you know...
Well, how much is it to get in the door and all that jazz? Give us the nitty-gritty details.
Okay. It's going to be a $10 cover to get in, and like I said, we're going to have our new album available for the first time. Well, not for the first time. And we had some preview copies of them at Contraflow.
Okay. So, I mean, is it, do you have to be seen in person to get the album, or can you go online and purchase it?
Okay, we do have it available online. You check our website at steamcog.com, STEAMCOG.com, and there's a link there. You click on music, and that'll take you to the CD Baby website. But if you get it live, in person in front of us, then we'll sign it for you, so you get that added perk.
Well, and honestly, Lewis, I mean, it really, your show really is a spectacle. It's a whole, it's not just y'all playing music. There's a story. There's, it's entertaining more so than just listening to music, right?
Thanks a lot. Yeah. With the Steamcog Orchestra, it's usually a pretty vaudeville type show with projected film, usually silent films that synchronize up to the music that we're playing. It's not exactly like a Consortium of Genius show.
Okay.
Where you're going to get loud, metal and lasers in your eyes and stuff. We promise no lasers. No laser surgery will be offered at the Steamcog show.
So the Steamcog is not looking to take over the world, I guess?
Oh, they take over the world their own way through hypno jazz.
Nice.
You'll hear about that.
Okay.
At the show.
Well, cool. No, I mean, I've seen both bands several times, and really, it's great fun. I mean, very enjoyable.
It's an actual show, but the music is great, but it's also it's kind of like gore, but not scary.
Right.
You don't feel like killing babies.
Don't be knocking gore, man. I love gore.
Well, I know. I'm giving the audience a visual. So,
yeah. And all ages is great too, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get to do many of those, so it's a rare opportunity.
All right, so once again, give us the name of the album, how we can download it and purchase it. Give us the venue again and how much it costs.
Okay, sure. Once again, the album is Victory Through Steam. It's got 13 tracks on it. I guarantee you're going to love it. It's available on our website at www.steamcog, STEAMCOG.com. And it's also available live at the show. The show is going to be next Friday, November the 20th at 7 o'clock at Cafe Istanbul on St. Claude at 2372 St. Claude.
Fantastic. Well, Lewis, we appreciate you taking the time to come on the show and tell all our listeners about this great new album.
Thanks for having us on. And by the way, I don't know, hopefully this is cool for me to tell you, but we're going to be appearing on the morning news on Channel 4 on the 20th as well. So look for us and get a preview of what we're going to be looking like.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's TV. We're on radio. The power of terrestrial radio.
No competition.
Yeah. No.
So, all right, man. Well, awesome. Congratulations, and we look forward to catching the new album.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
All right, Brian, you know what we should do before we hit this next break?
What's that?
We haven't done this in quite some time. It's a little segment we like to call the Word of the Day.
And now it's time for the Word of the Day.
Carol, you could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough. It fires me up, man. I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The Word of the Day.
I love it. Say it one more time. Shake it back!
The Word of the Day is brought to you by the Vaping Tiger. Find them on the web at vapingtiger.com. The Word of the Day.
Next time, won't you sing with me? Love that song.
Yeah.
I could just rock out to the ABCs all day long.
Yeah,
all right,
no.
so what's the word of the day, Brian?
So I found this word actually last week when I was putting the show notes together. It's coriaceous.
Coriaceous?
Coriaceous. It means of or like leather. And it's traced back to a Latin term for leather called corium, entered into the English language around the mid-1600s. But it kind of jumped out at me. I'm like, that's yeah. Well, because I immediately thought, you mean like Corinthian leather?
Oh,
right?
Rich Corinthian leather.
Exactly.
I have many leather-bound books that smell of rich mahogany.
Well, it was those 1970 ads for the Chrysler Cordoba, right? From what is it, Ricardo Montalban?
Ricardo Montalban?
Yeah.
He sells albums.
Right, he does. Con. But yeah, no, those commercials. I went and looked up the commercial, and I'm like, oh, this is so much fun.
When you say like leather, I just immediately think of old surfer dudes. You ever seen their skin? It's very disturbing.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
All right, and on that spectacular note, we should go to a break, Brian.
Yes, we probably should.
All right, so Brian, why don't you take us to the break? Tell the audience who we are.
Well, we're the Week in Geek with David and Brian on Fox Sports 1280.
From the Legal Inc. Traffic Center, Fox Sports 1280, Time Saver Traffic.
We've got an accident in the Metairie Road on-ramp to I-10 West, and we're seeing heavy traffic from Carrollton all the way out toward Williams Boulevard in Kenner. If you're traveling on the West Bank, watch for an accident with injury, Belle Chase Highway at Lapalco. Also a crash on Barataria at Lafitte LaRose Highway. And it's still slow moving coming in from Metairie to the CBD on the Riverbound Expressway. Delays back to Metairie Road. I'm Lisa Baquet. Follow us on Twitter at Total Traffic NO.
This report is brought to you by Peak BMW.
At Peak BMW, you get free maintenance with every new BMW. The ultimate driving machine. Peak BMW on Veterans in Kenner. And for more details, visit peakbmw.com.
I just used your loan tracker to check on my home loan application with Wells Fargo.
With your loan tracker, you can track the progress of your home loan application from any smartphone, computer, or tablet, so you know where you are in the process.
It's like when you use an app to order a cab, and you can see exactly where the cab is and how it's getting to you.
You'll know which documents you've already uploaded and what items are still needed, and you'll have your Wells Fargo home mortgage consultant by your side the whole way.
And you know the license plate, and who's driving, and the route it'll take to drive to your destination, and how much it'll cost. So pretty much you know everything you need to know in real time.
Wells Fargo wants you to know where you stand with your home loan application, because knowing where you stand feels good. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Your loan tracker not available with all loans. Talk to a mortgage consultant for details. Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is a division of Wells Fargo Bank N.A. Equal Housing Lender. NMLSR ID 399801.
Are you ready to take your diabetes management to the next level? Put the Contour Next meter to the test and challenge your meter. The Contour Next meter makes testing easy and highly accurate with close to lab level results. And Contour Next gives you a second chance, allowing you to reapply to the same strip when the first sample is not enough, saving you time and money. So take the challenge. Go to ContourNextChallenge.com, get a free meter, and enter to win free test strips. Contour Next. Accuracy you can trust.
Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Before you get booked up, head over to 631 North Carrollton, right off Orleans, to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop. Off the books, Tubby and Coos is a nerd mecca for books, board games, and geeky t-shirts. So book it over to Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop at 631 North Carrollton. If you don't want to do it by the book, use their free Wi-Fi and check their stock at tubbyandcoos.com. Tubby and Coos Mid-City Bookshop, where it's all geek to me.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Mabon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Come to New Orleans' premier tabletop gaming store, Go For Games, located on 701 David Drive in Metairie. Warhammer, War Machine, Magic the Gathering, HeroClix, Pathfinder, and many more. Visit us at goforgamesnola.com. That's GO4 gamesnola.com for the latest news and upcoming events. We're open 7 days a week. Call us at 504-324-8335 or come on by. Go For Games, your gaming destination.
Now back to The Week in Geek on Fox Sports 1280 with local celebrity Brian and that other guy. What's his name again? David, I think. I don't know. David? Yeah, it's David. Okay.
Yeah, it's David. It's David. So, coming to you live from the TubbyandCoos.com studios, this is The Week in Geek with the other guy, Dave, and
Brian Held.
Local celebrity.
I love our announcer.
What's the book of the month?
The book of the month is called Uprooted by Naomi Novik.
Okay.
So, fantasy novel that our chief librarian has suggested for us, and you can find it at Tubby and Coos.
Only at Tubby and Coos. Can only find it there, I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh.
Uprooted, right?
Uprooted, Naomi Novik.
Yes.
Yes.
You're a jackass.
Oh, I didn't say anything.
You're supposed to say only at Tubby Coos for a 10% discount.
You're right.
Because we're going to get sued, Brian. We're going to get sued. And it's going to be all your fault. It's going to be all your fault.
Are we going to do Top Nerd News?
I don't know. Do you want to do Top Nerd News?
We probably should.
Right, fine.
And now your top nerd news stories from around the world. Brought to you by Heroes Corner Comics. Find them on the World Wide Web at heroescornercomics.com. And now your top nerd news stories.
I like it when you're pouty, Brian.
Uh-huh.
You're like all pouty-faced in there. We need to periscope this show sometimes.
No. Yes. I will have to admit that it was difficult for me to put the Top Nerd News together.
Why?
Just because I wanted to be playing Fallout.
Well, get over it. We got to do a show. It's only an hour out of your time, Mr. Schmancy Pants.
I was supposed to work on this actually last night, and
I didn't do anything either last night.
No, I ended up doing it at lunch today because the time last night that I had allotted got ate up by Fallout 4.
All right, so topping us off is the Wizard World. Wizard World is January 7th, 8th, 9th. So we got some big new announcements.
Yeah, Haley Atwell, Frank Grillo, Jeremy Renner, and Chris Evans.
Jeremy Renner, not Rob Reiner's kid.
Oh, sorry,
Jeremy
you're right. Renner.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So Hawkeye, Captain America,
Agent Carter.
Yeah. And I think Frank Grillo is supposed to be not Punisher, Executioner. I think.
Yeah. He was. I mean,
he was. He wasn't a major character.
He was like a secondary character. He was one of the Hydra agent. Yeah.
He got beat up, and then they resurrected him somehow. I don't know how, but So William Shatner's going to be there. Matt Smith, Jenna Coleman.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a really, really good lineup.
Is Karen Gillian also going to be there?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. And a bunch of Walking Dead people. Stephen Wynn, who plays Glenn, who is probably dead.
Right. And they're not
really
done.
Depressing.
They actually have some more big announcements to make.
Coral! And then, Scott Wilson. We've interviewed Scott Wilson. Now, this isn't really kind of talking outside of school, but now that we work for the juggernaut of iHeartMedia, we are in talks with Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Got some big news on the horizon.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we're gonna it's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome.
So, all right, Brian, what's next?
What's next? Well, did you watch Arrow?
I did watch Arrow.
Okay. And well, tell us about it because I didn't.
All right. Well, I mean, it was John Constantine popped up, and they did a cool little backstory with it as well. You know, they always do these flashbacks of him on the island, and then, you know, he got off the island, so like, why do they keep doing flashbacks? Well, he got put back on the island in the flashback scenario, you know. So, long story short, he bumps into John Constantine on the island. He saves his life, and so Constantine owes him one, and his dead girlfriend doesn't have a soul, and so then he's got to get a soul back in it, so Constantine comes back, and he helps to get a soul, and it might not sound cool the way I'm saying it, but it was really...
It doesn't have a soul like the TV show doesn't have a soul?
Like you don't have a soul, Brian. Just like you, soulless bastard.
All right.
So what's next?
So did you didn't catch the trailer for Warcraft that dropped?
No, I did. I totally forgot. It was that forgettable.
Well,
I was not. You know what it reminded me of, and this is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings.
What's that?
But it reminded me of that piece of crap Dungeons and Dragons movie that initially came out on VHS. That one with one of the Wayans brothers. It looked like that kind of crappy CGI.
That made it to the theaters.
Story. Yeah, I know it made it to the theaters.
The one with Jeremy Irons in it?
Yeah, that one. That one.
That pains my wife so much, that movie.
And it should. It should offend everybody, because everyone who's played a friggin' D&D game has written a better story than the crap they put on the screen.
Did you see the second one that went direct to the VHS?
I watched bits and pieces
because
of it.
It was actually good.
Yeah, the story was much better.
Yeah.
The story was like you know, like they snuck into some gamer's house and, you know, was like, hey man, wow, these gamers have really good ideas. Let's use them.
Yeah.
But no, I get on a tangent.
Yeah, so the Warcraft trailer was cool. I was pretty interested in all like the armor and stuff and the props. Weta Workshop, I believe, is working on that stuff, and they had some really cool displays. And actually, I caught most of the opening ceremonies of BlizzCon.
Okay, I didn't catch any of that.
Yeah, admittedly, I cut it off after the trailer, but just because you know,
you're a man who gets straight to the point, Brian.
Well, I mean, you know, I had other stuff going on, but
you know, you did, Brian. You know, actually, this weekend was a very busy weekend for you, and actually, you know, a video of you popped up of doing one of these services.
Yeah.
Do you have the links?
Yeah, this is the recording of it.
The links are a symbol of eternity. Because in a ling, there is no beginning. There is no end. Because it's a circle.
Marriage. Oh, this is part 2.
Marriage is what
brings us together today.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
No, that's cool.
Any excuse to play a Princess Bride clip.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. No, the our listeners of the month, the first ones we did, Ken and Aaron,
yes, they got hitched.
They got hitched on Sunday, and I officiated. So
yes, in a Darth Vader costume.
In a Darth Vader costume, it was super cool though.
It was. I really stunk that I couldn't make it out there. But, you know, such is life, my friend. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Also, it's kind of sort of top nerd news. A sponsor of the show, an old sponsor of the show, Gary Messina, the owner of Lots of Luck Bar.
Right.
He's a real freaking superhero.
Yeah? What did he do?
Dude, all right. So he's driving down Canal Street. I mean, this made it on Fox 8, WWL. He was driving down Canal Boulevard near Jeff Davis with his wife and kid in the car, and he sees some dude chasing a woman. And the guy grabs the woman, starts trying to, like, grab her by the throat, drag her by the arm, and drag her down Canal Street. And so he jumps out of his car. He stops, jumps out of his car, starts screaming at the guy, telling him the cops are on the way, you know, because he didn't want to get too close.
Right.
Because it's New Orleans, and if you get involved in people's stuff, they'll probably get shot, you know.
Right.
But, you know, most people would have just kept driving. He stopped. He rescued her, and apparently the dude had kidnapped her, had her bound and gagged and blindfolded, hooded in some creepy, like, sex slave. Kid you not. He saved her.
That's great.
Yeah. If you're ever out in Lakeview, go to Lots of Luck Bar.
Cool.
The owner is a hero.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Doo-doo-doo.
Hey, in other kind of local but really cool news, Geek, right? That's the Geeks Empowering Extraordinary Kids.
Yes.
Have become an award recipient of a grant courtesy of the New Orleans Hash House Harriers Red Dress Run. And so, yeah, no, I mean, it's cool. Let's see, they're on their current target goal and getting a very good start on another distribution.
Yeah, I mean, and those are all like several friends of the show, Jeff Caradonna, the Rob Serio, Sherry, you know.
Yeah, Bart Patari, yeah.
Yeah, man, you know, so, I mean, all these people are just, you know, these are people that are in the community that nobody else hears about them except like on this show.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like they're making headlines anywhere, you know. I mean, the work that nerds do usually goes unheralded, you know.
In some cases, yeah. I mean, but there are a lot of local fan groups and stuff that also, always do charity, right?
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, and speaking of it, kind of segue into our next top nerd news subject is... now, Brian, you've been searching to make sure that this is true. I mean, apparently it is true. It comes from reliable sources. But the 501st and Darth Vader are going to be the Grand Marshals of Caesar, the Metairie Parade.
Yeah. That was on one of the Fox affiliates, I believe.
Yeah, it's Fox 8.
Yeah. Made the announcement. So I was looking for additional information. I haven't found any yet. Still kind of searching that out. But no, it's cool.
So, I mean, are you gonna suit up and get in the parade, Brian?
It depends on my demanding schedule, Dave.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
So, all right, Brian, man, it's already time for a break.
Yeah.
You know, so when we come back, we should do a little bit of us.
This Week in Geek History?
Yes, that popular segment.
Mm-hmm.
All right, anything else before we go to break, man?
No, I think that's it. Let's go ahead and go to break.
Mm-hmm. Dum. Hey, didn't Ken and Aaron march? Wasn't this there?
I walked into this.
Oh, you walked into that.
And
okay.
then he did the Here Comes the Bride from Flash Gordon.
Oh, yes, excellent. All right, guys, this is the Week in Geek coming to you live from the TubbyandCoos.com studio right here on Fox Sports 1280.
Hard hitting.
Hit, drop, sack time, Royce LaFrance. Hit, it's picked by Perry.
Action packed.
Is caught for a touchdown. He is in the checkerboard.
This
game is over. This one belongs to the Wave.
Is Green Wave football. Tulane returns to the gridiron this Saturday right here on your home for Green Wave football.
Your new home for Tulane football. This is Fox Sports 1280.
Welcome to CC's and welcome to Stuffed Crust Pizza beyond your wildest dreams. Unlimited stuffed crust pizza with 100% real cheese baked inside a garlic butter crust and topped with pepperoni is now on CC's Pizza Buffet. All the stuffed crust pizza you could ever dream of for just $5 and change for a limited time only at participating locations. CC's Pizza. Better believe it.
I just used your loan tracker to check on my home loan application with Wells Fargo.
With your loan tracker, you can track the progress of your home loan application from any smartphone, computer, or tablet, so you know where you are in the process.
It's like when you use an app to order a cab, and you can see exactly where the cab is and how it's getting to you.
You'll know which documents you've already uploaded and what items are still needed, and you'll have your Wells Fargo home mortgage consultant by your side the whole way.
And you know the license plate, and who's driving, and the route it'll take to drive to your destination, and how much it'll cost. So pretty much you know everything you need to know in real time.
Wells Fargo wants you to know where you stand with your home loan application, because knowing where you stand feels good. Wells Fargo. Together we'll go far. Your loan tracker not available with all loans. Talk to a mortgage consultant for details. Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is a division of Wells Fargo Bank N.A. Equal Housing Lender. NMLSR ID 399801.
Leave the smoke behind and come chase the clouds at the Vaping Tiger in Metairie. The Vaping Tiger has everything to suit your vaping needs, from starter kits to advanced devices. We specialize in handcrafted, artisan-blended e-juices designed to tickle the most fickle taste buds. Come see us at 2812 Athenia Parkway, 1 block off Vets behind the Lazy Boy Gallery. That's the Vaping Tiger, 2812 Athenia Parkway, and at vapingtiger.com. Come out of the smoke and join us in the clouds.
Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Wits Inn is an upscale neighborhood bar and pizza kitchen in the heart of Mid-City at 141 North Carrollton. Wits Inn is open 7 days a week and the kitchen is always open late. Make Wits Inn your home for sports. With 18 TVs, the NFL package, and the SEC channel, you'll never miss a game. Check out our food and drink specials like Thursday $5 pizzas and the Wit Maker at WITSINN.com. Wits Inn Bar and Pizza Kitchen. Think, drink, live, laugh.
Spirits on Bourbon. Spirits on Bourbon. Come to 615 Bourbon, home of the resurrection. Try their gumbo, wings, couchon de lait, or a ribeye steak. have a shot on Edward's barber chair, or sit at his haunted table. Check out their website at spiritsonbourbon.com and watch their video from Spike TV's Bar Rescue. Come to Spirits on Bourbon for a haunting good time.
If you enjoy books that are sensual, macabre, unusual, and filled with magic, then delve into the worlds of award-winning author and editor Kimberly B. Richardson. Her books, Tales from a Goth Librarian 1 and 2, The Decemberists, and Maybon Pomegranate will surely satisfy your craving for the strange and unusual. Her books are available through Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Dark Oak Press at darkoakpress.com. Have a cup of Earl Grey, turn the pages, and see what lurks within.
Final round.
This is the Week in Geek.
Excellent.
On Fox Sports 1280.
Outstanding.
Broadcasting from the TubbyandCoos.com studios.
Fight!
Here's David and Brian.
Finish him!
I like that rejoinder. I think that one's pretty cool.
Toasty! Good Lord, who's texting me? Stop texting me in the middle of the damn show.
What are you talking about?
Why did you text me in the middle of the show?
Because that was what we were talking about over the break.
You are ridiculous, sir.
You're ridiculous.
I know you are, but what am I?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of ridiculous, William Shatner retweeted me.
Yes.
Shatner retweeted me, man. So it was like Saturday morning. I'm just kind of sitting on the deck, and I'm scrolling through Twitter. And William Shatner had tweeted out, "Hey, good morning, everyone. How's your day going?" And like we had just found out that William Shatner was coming to New Orleans for Comic-Con.
Right.
So I just, retweeted, at William Shatner. I'm like, we're awesome because you're coming to hashtag New Orleans at Wizard World. And, I didn't think he'd respond. I've been trying to get his attention for, a year now over Twitter.
Right.
And sure enough, I go back inside the house, and I'm just kind of sitting there on the couch, and all of a sudden it says, William Shatner has retweeted your tweet. I'm like, oh, my God!
I found it interesting how many retweets of his response, right? Like people...
I think a lot of times when people see that he retweets something, they're like, okay... Somebody has his attention.
Yeah.
Especially when you got the trolls and the buttheads out there that are like, yeah, you're a hack, you're a horrible, and it's just like sometimes he'll actually kind of banter with them so people are, jump on going, we love you, Bill, that kind of stuff. And I did it too. I was just like, oh my God, he retweeted it. We love you. But I even said, I was like, hey, if you're in town, swing on by the studios.
Yeah,
I couldn't pass that up, man.
Oh, no, of course not.
If he's at least knows we exist, then maybe he'll come on the damn show.
Maybe.
All right. Well, speaking of the damn show,
Let's
it's time we
with
wrap this up and do This Week in Geek History.
This Week in Geek History.
We're sending you back to the future. Yes! Oh my gosh!
This Week in Geek History is brought to you by The House of Shock. Find them on the web at houseofshock.com. This Week in Geek History.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
All right, Brian, what do we got, man?
All right. You're not reading the notes, are you?
No, I'm not.
Right.
I don't have anything.
Okay, that's fine. First thing on the list is November 11th, 1954. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is published.
Wait, didn't we talk about this just recently? I mean, what did he publish them like back to back or something?
No, I mean they were each
like
one
years
was,
apart.
Yeah, I think that was like at least a year apart.
So it's always like around the same time. Is that some kind of publisher's trade secret that people really read books in November? It's Thanksgiving. You got to be around your family. Buy a damn book. Do you really want to talk to Uncle Crazy Johnny?
Well, that was back in the 50s, though, Dave.
I'm pretty sure they had Crazy Uncle Johnny saying inappropriate jokes. Hey, remember the time I lost my spleen? Good Lord, Crazy Uncle Johnny's.
All right.
All got one.
So here, this one was the one I wanted to know about, asking you about the notes. Okay. Don't look at notes. You got to guess.
Jesus, get to it.
November 11th, 1991.
Wait, am I supposed to guess?
MacGyver's first name is revealed in the episode Goodnight MacGyver Part 2. Do you know what his name is?
Part 1.
No, his name's not Part 1.
I have no idea what MacGyver... Is it Mick?
It's... No, that's a funny guess. Angus.
Angus?
Angus.
Angus MacGyver.
Yes.
All right. Well, I like it.
Yeah,
I'm going to
it's
use
cool.
that now.
Yeah. All right.
Did you win that at like a pub quiz? Is that where you got that trivia from?
I don't know. So the also on the 11th of November 2005.
Well, I guess I should do Flash.
Yes. France issues stamps depicting Link, Pac-Man, Prince of Persia, Spyro, Donkey Kong, Mario, Rayman, Lara Croft, and The Sims.
And then they ran away. I surrender.
Hey,
I'm French. I can get away with it.
Yeah, I suppose you can. My wife is French. She hates when I, talk about the cheese-eating surrender monkeys.
That's just mean, Brian.
Okay.
I didn't know you had meanness in your soul. Good Lord, am I rubbing off on you, Brian? I'm a terrible person.
You are. All right, next item on the list, November 13th, 1987. Starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Richard Dawson, Maria
Maria Conchita Alonso,
yes.
the Running Man.
Yes, there you go.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Also, Jesse Ventura was in that.
Yeah, and it was a great meme, and we put it up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Week in Geek. Everybody's freaking out about 2015.
Oh, with Back to the Future.
Yeah, but 2017 is when the Running Man starts. Yeah. I'm more concerned about that. That would at least make reality TV worth a damn. If the Real Housewives of New York got dumped into that set and had to fight for their survival,
that might be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Are
Sub-Zero wins.
Are you trying to bring back the Roman Coliseum?
I would love it. I would love it.
A little bloodthirsty, Dave?
Just a little bit.
All right. On November 14th, 1979. This one's kind of nifty. Atari's Jed Margolin proposes Warp Speed. It's a first-person space war game. It's later released as the Star Wars arcade game.
Wait, what?
Atari's Jed Margolin proposes Warp Speed. It's a first-person space war game. It's later released as the Star Wars arcade game. Remember that old monochrome?
It was like the hexagons where was that the scrolling rolling? I mean, like the little the Pong kind of.
No, it actually had the joystick, like you were in an X-wing.
Oh, the really good one. Well, because they had another one that was like the a knob that you spun around shooting. It was kind of like a cheap version of Asteroids.
I think you imagined that one.
No,
Dave.
I didn't. You shut your face, Brian.
Speaking of Star Wars video games, the Star Wars Battle Pod is over at Barcadia. Yes.
We should go there.
We should totally go there. It's like $4 a game.
We should totally not go there.
All right, last on my list is just for you, November 15th, 2001. Microsoft releases the Xbox gaming console.
Oh, Brian, you're so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means?
Celebrity birthday. No, you don't.
See, you've just thrown it down. You've given up. Consoles are the best.
Hardly. All right, you ready for some birthdays?
I'm ready to birthday. Yes.
On the 9th, the Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno.
Hey, we interviewed him.
We did. On the 10th, science fiction author Neil Gaiman.
Hey, yes. We
need to interview him.
We need to interview him, and we need to get into Tubby and Coos.
Yes. Let's see. On the 12th, Wallace Shawn.
Who the hell is that?
He played Vizzini on The Princess Bride.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. That was his name?
Wallace Shawn. He was also in Star Trek Deep Space Nine as the Grand Nagus.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of, well, not a bunch. He played those certain types of characters.
Yeah,
They call them, not stock characters, but I don't know.
Right.
He was a character actor. That's what they call him.
Mm-hmm. And then on the 13th, Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah, Whoopi.
Yeah. Also on the 13th, Noah Hathaway was Boxy from the original Battlestar Galactica and Atreyu from the Neverending Story.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Going back to Whoopi Goldberg's Sister Act, that's another one of my, dirty secrets that I just announced on the radio. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then,
good Lord, we're almost done with the show, Brian.
On the 14th, Paul McGann, the 8th Doctor.
Oh,
so,
nice.
All right,
Nice.
so hey, next week we're not on the air, right?
Right. We were getting bumped for Tulane basketball, and then the following Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Right.
So, but look, Spreaker.com. Spreaker.com is your new best friend, listeners of The Weekend Geek. And go to Facebook.com/The Weekend Geek. We'll update there at Twig Radio on Twitter. And also TwigRadio.com. We'll have all the information. But Spreaker.com.
And we're going to try something new. We're actually upgrading our accounts so we can get more shows hosted on Spreaker for your listening pleasure. And I believe we can broadcast live. So we're going to work that out and figure it all out and let everybody know.
All right, awesome. All right, guys. So as always, check out the Facebook page and enjoy it at your leisure.
Yeah.
And share it out. Let people know we exist.
And we got to go play some Fallout 4.
We do. All right, guys. Till next time, keep your nerd flag raised high.
GFL.
We are Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports 1280. WODT New Orleans, an iHeart radio station.
Fox Sports trending now.
Live from Los Angeles, I'm Tom Looney. Slaving on.